Hello children. Today we will continue the same chapter, that is demand, and today's the topic is law of demand. Okay, so law of demand. Law of demand, it is also known as first law of purchase. Okay, so till now we discussed if price increases, quantity demanded decreases, isn't it? And if price decreases, quantity demand increases. That is inverse relationship, है ना? Or else we can say negative relationship. And if both moves to one direction, then it is direct relationship. Okay, so the law of demand states that quantity demanded bears an inverse relationship to the price of the commodity. Quantity demanded increases with a fall in the price of the commodity and vice versa, keeping all other factors unchanged. Okay, so keeping all other factors unchanged. Okay, this means what? The determinants of demand we had already discussed, isn't it? That is the other factors. Okay, other factors, here it is mentioned na, keeping all other factors. So what are the other factors? Okay, other factors means determinants of demand, which we had already discussed: taste and preferences, isn't it? Then substitute goods, complementary goods, that everything we discussed, that is only the other factors. Okay, so this law states what? That there is always inverse relationship between what? Between price and quantity demanded. But if you want to see this inverse relationship, then it is necessary to keep all the other factors constant. Okay, all the other factors, as I said, determinants of demand. Okay, so in the definition it is said that law of demand states that inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, keeping other factors constant. Okay, clear? Now it is to for this keeping all other factors unchanged, what is it given is two. That is, if we, in simple words, if we say as the price falls, the quantity demand increases and vice versa, keeping all other factors unchanged. Now from the above definition, two things are clear to us. What is it? That is inverse relationship and other things being equal. Inverse relationship, you know it very well, that demand of a commodity carries an inverse relationship to its price. That is, at a higher price, quantity demanded falls and vice versa. है ना? At a higher price, you are forced to consume less number of chocolates or any other commodity and vice versa. Okay, so this is inverse relationship. And the next essential thing is other things being equal. That is the inverse relationship. This inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, it holds true only under the given assumptions of this one. That is, other things remain unchanged. Okay, and by the other things we mean that other determinants of demand, like income of the consumer, price of related goods, taste and preferences of the consumers, etc. Okay, so this is law of demand. Now next comes assumptions of law of demand. Okay, so assumptions of law of demand, in simple way, if we say what are the assumptions of law of demand, then what all factors were there in the determinants of demand, that is the other factors. Okay, you simply add no change with them. That is, if the consumer income, okay, consumer income remains unchanged, determinants of factors और determinants of demand में था कि consumer का income भी है एक factor, isn't it? So consumers income remains unchanged, तो उसके साथ आप unchanged लगा दो, no change लगा दो, तो वो assumption बन गया आपका. Okay, then consumers rationality, price of complementary goods do not changed या फिर unchanged. Okay, that is also an assumption. Price of substitute goods do not change, taste and preferences do not change. See, consumers rationality, if we say, okay, consumers rationality, that is, rationality implies that a person will prefer a low priced commodity to a high priced commodity, other things being equal. Okay, बाकी के things जो हैं वो equal रहेंगे. That is it. And then consumer's income remains unchanged. That is, if the income of a consumer is increased, he will reduce the quantity demanded due to increase in price, है ना? In the same way, price of complementary goods, if the price of mobile phones fall, अगर मोबाइल फ़ोन का प्राइस कम होता है, what happened, more of these would be sold in the market. But if the call charges rises, what happens, many people may not buy mobile phones even at lower prices, isn't it? Then in price of substitute goods, if the price of Pepsi goes down, people may demand its increased quantity. But if the price of Coca Cola also goes down, the quantity demand of Pepsi may not go up, है ना? In the same way, taste and preferences do not change. That is, if the commodity goes out of fashion, then any reduction in its price will not stimulate its demand, है ना? Fall in the price of black and white TV sets does not result in an increase in the quantity demanded of these set.